So, Richie, is it great to be back fit and raring to go for tomorrow, is it?
Yeah, it's been a frustrating start to the season for me with injuries. I think I've only played 6 matches this year, so yeah, it's good to be back. Yeah, after the broken arm and that. So yeah, looking forward to getting back out in the field.
You must be pretty excited for tomorrow. Wasps, good enough team. They've obviously beaten Leicester. The first time Leicester were beaten this season, so they'll be up for it too, won't they?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a big match. Yeah, we saw how they played last week, and we know they got threats all around the park, so it's going to be a massive match for us. We're missing some players. I think they're missing a few players too. So yeah, it's going to make for an interesting match.
You are missing a few players. Obviously, DuPont's the biggest one, but you have some amount of depth, don't you?
Yeah, no, we're pretty fortunate. Yeah, we got a bit of depth in our team, so we're pretty fortunate. I mean, we lose a lot of players when we go to the Six Nations, so we're quite lucky. We've recruited the way we have, so yeah, we got some depth. Fair to say that.
And what about yourself? You signed a new contract. How much are you loving life in Toulouse?
No, family's loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah, just signed another 3-year extension. So, yeah, for me, yeah, I've enjoyed it. My time ever since I've been here. Obviously, last year was awesome. And yeah, so the family loves it. It's just tough, with the family, having to go somewhere else, moving them and that. So I was happy with the offer they sent through, and I love my time in France so far. So yeah, me and my wife just thought, why not just stick around? Yeah.
And you mentioned there last year was so good. Obviously, 2 trophies. Is it such a great team to play in, as well as the standards obviously so good, the players, but are the people great? Obviously, the history of the city is brilliant, and especially the Champions Cup.
Yeah, yeah. The team's awesome. It's real brotherhood. We have got a good mix of youth and older players. There's just a good camaraderie in the group. Yeah, it's really special to be a part of. Obviously, yeah, last year was amazing. But yeah, that was last year. So we're just trying to build on that. I think we sometimes talk about trying to build a dynasty, like a dynasty for the club. Like we know how successful Toulouse has been in the past. So we're trying to the new generation, the new players are trying to forge their own name in the club. So.
And are you guys still as hungry as ever to win more trophies?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and I think we got the I think we got the team to do it. So yeah, we just got to stay humble and not get ahead of ourselves.
And what about playing with your brother? I know you've done it for years, but how cool is that? Like, sometimes you have to pinch yourself a bit, or are you just so used to it?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It is awesome to play alongside Rory. That was one of the main reasons that I ended up signing here the first time I came over, because I knew Rory was going to be here. So we spent like a year in Canberra together at the Brumbies, but we didn't really get much game time. So yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome to have him here, and yeah, been a difficult time with COVID and that, but just to have family. Australia's a long way away, so just to have family and makes it a little bit special. Christmas time and that. So, and just to play with him, especially both being second row, it's pretty cool. Like to pack down next to him in the scrum, and yeah, all that sort of stuff that comes with it.
Yeah,
I think like we speak about it here and there, but I think we won't realise how good we had it until after we finish rugby, reflecting on it, looking back. I think, yeah.
And even I was doing a bit of research there last night, and the 2 finals, the 2 Arnold brothers are in the second row. Obviously, you got injured in one, but that must be pretty cool. The biggest games in Europe, and you and your brother are starting in the second row.
Yeah, that was definitely special. Yeah, La Rochelle was a bit unfortunate getting injured, and then pushed back. I just got back in time for the top 14 final and got to play that one with him. But yeah, just all the big matches. Doesn't have to be finals, but just all the matches when you get, I think one for me was when we played Munster.
Yeah.
We played Munster together, so there's a few matches that stick out for me. Just starting to get in the row and that, it's cool, like to be able to talk about like strategies from around the park, or line out, or try to link up together on the field and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it is quite special.
And I know he got himself back in the Wallabies, which is class. What about you yourself? Like, I know you're 31. Do you still harbour those hopes, or everyone talks about your brother? What about yourself?
Oh, to be honest, mate, I'm pretty happy where I am. Pretty happy where I am with my career. I'm pretty happy where I am right now with my footy. I mean, it'd be cool to play for the Wallabies, but I think for me, I'm a bit of a realist. Maybe that ship sailed, so to speak. But yeah, no, I'm happy at Toulouse, and mate, the season's long enough in the top 14 in Europe, and let alone to go play international. So I'm quite happy.
Yeah, if we just take it back there, I was looking there. 2017, you were at the Force, if I'm correct, and then moved to the Brumbies. But it could have been so different, especially when the Force started the Super Rugby. Was there ever a worry for you there?
No, not really. No, not really. Like I was quite late in my. I got my first professional contract quite late, so I was quite new to rugby when I joined the Force, and I think I was there for 2 years, and yeah, we eventually got cut out of the competition, but I had a lot of injuries over there, so yeah, maybe I was a little bit nervous on where I was going to go play next, because I hadn't really played many games for the Force. Lucky enough, I got a hold of the Brumbies coach at the time, Dan McKellar, and he had Roy there, and worked out well for me. Went over there for a year, and then shot up to Japan for 2 years, and then I was lucky enough in Japan that I had, because of the World Cup, I had like a bit of a sabbatical. They were willing to let me go go to Australia or do whatever I want for a few months, and it just worked out well that Toulouse were after a lock, so I came over here back in 2018, 2019, and then I came over, loved it. We ended up winning the Bouclier and that, and it just went from there. And then, yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah, it sounds a crazy old journey. And do you think, it might be an obvious answer, but is this the best current team you've ever played professional rugby with?
Yeah, for sure. I think, I've been a part of a few different teams, but yeah, obviously we've won a lot of things, but I just think the potential in this team. There's a lot of like, I look at the group, and like, the guys are like, in their early 20s, and they've still got so much to learn, so I think the potential for this group is enormous. If we can just keep the core group of players together, I think it's going to be some more accolades coming up.
And a quick word on Anton Dupont and Roman Intimac. These guys, do they just drive the team? They do. Yeah, we got some. They're probably they drive the team, and then we've got other guys in the team also. Like, we got Francois Cross, who's a good leader. We got Gelange, Anthony Gelange just came. Antonio Gelange. There's some good drivers in the team. We've got some older heads like Charlie Farmoina, Joe DeCory. So there's a good mix between older and younger heads, so to speak. And finally, just you yourself, what is it, more trophies you want to over the next couple of years, or what ambitions do you still have left in your rugby career?
Oh man, I just want to play some good footy, honestly. I just want to get better as a player. I mean, I still think I can still grow as a player, and I just want to get better as a player. I think I still got more to offer. I've just last year had a good period of games, and then got injured there at the back end, and this year was quite frustrating because I carried on this season, started this season with a bit of injury from last season, and then I felt like I was coming good, and I broke my arm. So for me, I just want to play some good footy. I just want to play good footy, and get better as a player.
Great stuff. Thanks for your time, and all the best tomorrow.
All right, mate. Thanks.